So let's go on to the next page and try a different problem. So now we have 42 multiplied by 3. So first please note we have 42. So here is one 42, another 42, and another 42. So we have three 42s. So we're going to write it as 3 42s. Okay, we can write it as 3 42s. Now when we start adding, we have three 2's, and three 2's lead to 6. So this is what I'm doing is I'm counting the number of ones here, and there are three 2's here, so the answer is 6. Okay, and now I've counted the ones and I have to count the tens. Well, there are four tens over here, and the four tens get repeated three times. So there are three 410s. If I take three 410s, well, I'm going to get 12 tens. So remember, so when I write 12 over here, this exactly represents 12 tens. Okay, so the answer is 126, because 12 tens can be broken up into 100 and two tens, so the answer is 126. Okay, so let's try another problem. Here's 24 multiplied by 3. So you can see you have 124, you have the second 24, and you have three 24s. So let's multiply 3 by 24, so we have three 24s. So if I have three 24s, first I add up the ones. Well, if I add up the ones, there's one 4, there's two 4s, and there are three 4s. Well, three 4s are going to be equal to 12 ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the two ones here out of the 12 ones, and I am going to push a 10 and save a 10 in the tens place. So I'll remember that I have an extra 10 right over here. So this and this 1 represent 110. Okay, so now let my 1 is getting to be a bit too, so here's my 1. Okay, so now I have, please note, I have two tens, two tens, and two tens. So I have three two tens, and three two tens make up six tens. I get six tens right over here, but there's an extra 10 over here, which is signified right over here. So the way I do it is I get six tens, and then I add another 10 to get seven tens. So the answer is then 72. Okay. Now if we try to multiply, let's say 34 by 3. So again, 34 multiplied by 3. So again, note, I have 134, two 34s, three 34s. So now let's count the number of ones. So I have 1 4, two 4s, and three 4s, right? So if I do three 4s, the answer is 12 ones. So I'm going to save the 2 over here, but I'm going to push a 10 onto the tens place. So this is exactly this 10 that is being pushed over here. Now I have 110, 1 310, two 310s, and three 310s. Three 310s make up 9 tens, but I have this extra 10, which is signified right over here. So that means I have 10 tens. So I'm going to write 10 tens, and the 10 tens will make it 102, right? Because 10 tens is 100, and I already had a 2, so the answer is going to be 102. And the point is that since I'm using place value, writing 10 over here exactly gives me 102. So let's do the last problem and multiply a more complex number, which is 342 multiplied by 3. So again, you can see there's 1 342, 2 342, and 3 342s. And when I multiply them, please note, I have 3 2's, and 3 2's will give me just a 6. Now I have 1 4 10, 2 4 10s, 3 4 10s, 3 4 10s give me 12 10s. So I'm going to write 2 over here, because, and then I have 10 10s, but the 10 10s will get converted into 100, and this is exactly right over here. This 100 will go, and I will write a 1 over here to signify that I have an extra 100. And now when I add up 1 300, 2 300, and 3 300s, I'm going to get 9 hundreds, but 9 hundreds, and I have to add another 100, that's going to be 10 hundreds, and I'm going to write it in the hundreds place, 10 hundreds. So if I write 10 hundreds, this becomes 1026. Okay?